Alright, and here we are with a new overall cheap shot part to think 6. So we are doing mining and production themed high quality mobile games, or at least like high quality, like what do you expect from mobile games. Let's also see like if we reduce illumination level a bit, it's probably better overall. Yes, looks very nice. So welcome all, and hopefully you have had a good week. We are starting this week only now, but certainly doing also several streams during the week, and so should be good in that respect. But for now, indeed, we are going to do various high quality mobile games like the previous editions of Cheap Shots, and see how that goes for us. Of course, we have the usual rules, so we will watch ADs if there are some. We will not spend actual money, and otherwise we wait at most 5 minutes. So if something takes much longer than 5 minutes, we change the game. So those are the rules, because we know that the usual tendency with the mobile games is that they try to overdo all of those microtransactions, waiting, and so. So let's start our first game soon, and also otherwise settle down nicely. So let's then see what we have for first game. So let's for first game try the crypto mining tycoon, because we do actually have mining. It can of course be like normal mining. Then we have crypto mining. So let's try crypto mining tycoon to start with. We also have another game for later, crypto trillionaire, which sounds even more convincing. So let's start the game and see whether it still works. Actually tested all of these. Alright, this is vertical. So let's switch to our new fancy vertical screen format here. Actually made this especially for this purpose. Here we go. So we have chat box down below me, and then we do have the game will appear here once it agrees to appear. So let's try. There we go. So we actually do have a format for this. So this should be interesting. And we apparently have also sound, so we are good to go. Crypto mining. Sure. So here we have the game, and alright. Let's choose female. Alright, it appears the start is quite non convinced. Maybe I should try mining. Alright, so we have to spin to make ourselves stand up from bed. Alright, and now we walk around. So Alright, you drop some money from your pocket. Like the game, rate us. We have gotten very far in the game, like hard to give stars. Seems like I should collect more coins, so we didn't even get a laptop. Alright, we have a laptop, so now it shows PC. So we have a laptop, but we can't sit at it apparently. Alright, so do we find more money in the house or something? This is quite confusing, because the game doesn't really tell you much more. Alright, we are not... thank you, Kisu. We are not doing much crypto mining currently, as apparently we can't get out of the house, or... Alright, Rolex card. We certainly do not know code for that, so... And apparently we can't just walk out. Alright, here we can walk, and this has mostly furniture. Alright, we are at least cleaning the thing up. Alright, it's getting more clean. There were some coins there, then we have some trash here, so let's take the trash out. Good. Alright, very shiny. Can we put more like some crypto server farm here or something useful? Really? Alright, so can we now buy more computer or something, because we cleaned up the garage? Seems fair. Alright, let's climb back up to the bedroom. And we also have more money here, so I should exchange my coins. How does that happen? Alright. Rolex Power Solutions invoice. Customer ID 8. Energy usage 2.7. Lightning bolt. Yeah, we cleaned up the garage. 5 minutes, and we have to pay 50 for electricity. Alright. And we have some nice windmills showing here. Now we are minus 50 in money. I should exchange my coins, but the game doesn't tell you how. Now we are minus 50 in money. There's still something to clean in the garage also, in the corner. Alright, father, really, we are doing this useless thing instead of doing work, like crypto mining. I'm sure the father knows a lot about crypto mining. He also has like a dad hat and beard. Yes. You received a notification on your phone. Let's open it and see what's new. Wallet. Alright, we do even have settings, bug report, leaderboard, tasks, stats. Alright, we have Bitcoin and we have Ethereum Classic. Really very creative. Here you can convert your cryptos into cars and reinvest in better hardware. Aim to trade at the peak price to maximize your earnings from cryptocurrencies. Have to say that I'm not quite convinced that most fathers would be giving this kind of advice realistically. Hipster father, don't you say, Kisu, and into crypto. Great news! I've done some research and found a way for you to earn real Bitcoin while playing. Alright, father. You'll earn rewards just for the time you spent playing. Alright, but we would like to sell at maximum, so it looks like we are now going like we have like a fox, alright? And then we do have the alright, we are quite high, so let's sell it all. Great job! That trade was spot on! Thank you, father. Now, with your new funds, you're all set to buy some equipment. Great. Can we buy finally like the computer? We are not interested in table in the garage currently. If we could use the stairs, there we go. Alright, let's give this game like half an hour and see how far we get. This doesn't seem very interesting this far, but alright, and now we get more money from the floor also. Kisu, does money appear in your bedroom like this? Alright, a PC appeared. Does it then just like generate crypto? No, only the dust binui. Alright, now we have PC here. So it hopefully creates crypto. Alright, and our energy usage also increased, but yeah. Now we have money to pay. Task, buy a computer. Yes. 400 money. Buy a shelf. Build 4 CPU miner. Build 4 ASIC miner. Hire an employee. What does the employee do when machines pretty much do all the work? What? But yes, alright, we have 85% battery. So let's go and build in the garage, because apparently we can't have more crypto capacity than the laptop and the PC in our room. Yeah, calculate the hashes with hand. Alright, now we have a table. No messages on the phone, so but whatever that would. Interesting. You push on the red cross and it tries to buy something. Sure. Fortunately, Google asks whether you want to buy something and do not think even have any method of payment directly attached. So interesting. You try to press at the red cross and it tries to sell something. Cheap shots indeed. Alright, we can put something also here. So let's drop some money out of our pockets and see what happens. Alright. New transport, main door open, fitness app. Alright, now we can watch video to double reward. Let's watch video.
This is the best survival game ever made. Come
Alright.
on, buddy, we're almost there.
Looks
Good
nice.
job, don't fall. I'll heal you right away. Alright,
Alright, we do not even need to listen to it. Notice, she has she has nice bare ears. We should try also this game sometime. Alright, there's only one. It's also amusing that the install now button covers the text. But we do approve of her ears, certainly. Viking rice. We can install this for next time. Alright, this is the best survival game ever made, says she. Beginner fursuiter, indeed, Kisu. Alright, let's close this for now. Well done, now it's time to acquire some miners. Yes, Mr. Father. Remember, if you're ever unsure of where to go, just glance at your compass, it will guide you in the right direction. Alright, collect Satoshi coins. Sure. It doesn't use your phone's resources. Rewards are based on playtime. Yeah, that guy must have played quite a bit because they have 17,736,000 or whatever, like 1 million, over 1 million money. Alright, we are not very interested, not active. Yes. Alright, what do we get for free? Rare chest. Alright, we can watch another video to open the rare chest. Alright, like, why not? What do we get now? Alright, Magic War Legends. These are like successes for more cheap shots. That's good enough. Magic War Legends, really. The logo looks like the logo of Heroes of Might and Magic. Money, X7 min, and some diamonds. ASIC miner, great. Remove all 80s. That's really good price. Really, 12 euros. Can't you do any better? Kisu, isn't that great price? 12 euros, like really, can't we do any better? Oh dear. Alright, now we can apparently put things on the shelf somehow. We do have at least one crypto miner, so how do we install that? Alright, we have 2 messages. Buy a shelf, yes. Upgrade a shelf, yes. Alright. How do we buy machinery for the shelf? Alright, something comes up in 6 seconds. Let's see. What does this do? Alright, it sells only the things for money. Notice the very good price for the premium package. Alright, and then we paid some for energy. So, how do we install machines there? Alright, this would be for the real Bitcoin. How do we put machines on the shelf? This isn't very self-evident. Because it shows only the shelf. Can we do more in the garage? That shows like a box, but it doesn't do anything. Alright, we even got an achievement. How do we put machines on the shelf? The game isn't very helpful. Do we need to go like outside and buy them, or what's the thing here? Haha, biking. Alright, travel, computer store, yes. Really? We have to keep tapping to gain speed. Yeah, it costs no crypto, Kisu. This is interesting. Alright. It's a smart move to increase your income and expand your empire. Use the ATM to conveniently withdraw money anytime, keeping your cash flow smooth and accessible. Alright, we get some free money for watching a video. Sure. Alright, gold and goblins. We do have another variation of this game, and no, it doesn't look like this actually. So you can also play the advertisement, and no, the game doesn't look like this. So they have even made the more or less than real game, because it doesn't look anything like this. We have 200 coin. Alright, now we can upgrade this, which also upgraded the miners. Alright, now can we go to the computer store? Yes. Smile, you're on camera. CPU, or is it GPU? Yeah. Alright, how much does that cost? 24 diamonds, really? We can't afford probably any of these. So we can't actually afford any of them. These we can afford because they are just normal money. ASIC X, no miner. Alright. Can we buy like better ones? How much does it cost to have these big ones? It's too heavy. I can't carry more boxes. So we also have to carry them one by one. Time to join the crypto. Alright, we get a discount if we watch another video. Alright. Let's explode some. Interesting. Alright. 4 people only to the rubber boat. Now we have a lot of dogs. And bigger boats. And more money. Very interesting. Carnival Tycoon, sure. All right. Keep the hash rates high. Indeed, now we have to take the huge miner home, so. And we got electricity bill. Alright, and we have to tap to move. Oh well. Alright. How do we pick up the box? Alright, let's glitch through the door. Alright, we have to take it to the table to unpack it. I should get the saw from the workbench, really? How often we use a saw to put crypto miner together? No, we didn't get a saw. Now we have a saw. So you use a saw and hammer to build the miner. No wonder we haven't gotten into crypto, Kisu. Alright, and cordless drill. Now we can put this on the shelf. Let's pick the money up first. Alright, now it's on the shelf and would think it then mines as some crypto. Alright, we are at least using our full power budget and also 7 out of 10 of heat budget. Good. So now we are probably getting more crypto. And now we can buy more power. Sure, let's improve power in 2 minutes 57 seconds, and we can probably then also buy more cooling. Ah, that got us a worker apparently. Alright. So they will put the other thing together, do you think? They are slower than us even. Can we just fire them? Really? It's even slower. Build up for ASIC miner. Buy a cooling system, hire an engineer. Your crypto mining operation has to be pretty big to have use of an engineer. He's clearly no engineer. He's even slower at picking up tools than we were. Really. So, let's see. They haven't even finished yet. Maybe we should get more machinery from the store. Let's get another one, like try to do 4 ASIC and then finish, because this isn't. Try with autopilot, try without tapping. No, not paying over 2 euros for that. We are certainly very happy tapping, thank you. Really. This game would think it's better to make this game than actually mine crypto, because you can sell everyone the autopilot. Alright, let's get some free money with video. Alright, this is also like advertisement for a game. Alright, very realistic wood chopping. Is it this easy? Alright, we are carrying 810 wood. Like, how can you do that? Alright, and then we have no coin, but we can sell wood. Really. And then the actual game looks nothing like this advertisement. We have still 0 coins. Alright, the coins are there. Alright. Let's buy a chainsaw. The pile of coins is really convincing. Alright, now we have chainsaw. Very. And now we cause even more deforestation. Alright, and then we again sell wood. This isn't very interesting. Alright, and then we again, like, yeah. Next, please. Lord's Mobile, Kingdom Wars. And it certainly won't be anything like Lumberjack. But we got some free money. Let's go to the computer store and buy more. Crypto Gold Rush. Yeah. How much was this big one? 2 point something K, yeah. Don't forget to pay the electricity bill. You would think with computers this big. There we go. And then don't you say. Wouldn't be very easy to bike on. And we put it there, our workers should build it, yes. And here we have more. This is a bit smaller because we got this for free, so let's take this to our shelf. We now have bigger electricity connection, so we have 100 electricity. We are going to run out of cooling, but haha, Esson baariin. Alright. There we go. And then we can buy cooling system. Let's buy cooling system. Alright, and it takes 3 minutes to install the cooling system. Alright, we are quite over temperature. Oh well, let's sell some crypto. Alright, we bought a cooling system and we now have 2 out of 4 ASIC. So let's do 4 ASIC and then change game. Haha, pastu, indeed. And let's sell some crypto. There we go. We have also got like very small part of a Bitcoin. Alright, and our worker should be putting our next miner, 8th miner together, yes. So, let's go and buy another one, as we are not going to get the electricity bill very soon. So, let's put on the 4th one as we... And time to tap to bike. No free money currently. This is 1.7, so let's buy one of these. And let's take the discount.
Growing up, my brother and I would spend hours playing old school RPGs, trying to
Alright.
find every hidden treasure and
And what
every secret
game
spot.
you
These days, almost
have
every mobile
for us?
game feels the same. No real
We
exploration,
liked
no
the
sense of adventure. That's
girl
why we
with
made
the ears
Magic War
more.
Legends, a tactical RPG
Magic
where you can
War
go literally
Legends
anywhere.
again.
Check this out. Huge maps packed with treasures, enemies, mines, dungeons, and castles. Every corner of the map is worth exploring. It's not just about wandering around too. There are plenty of challenges and mysteries to discover. If you're like me and you hate games that hold your hand, this is exactly what you've been waiting for. Growing up, my brother and I would spend hours playing old school RPGs, trying to find every hidden treasure and every secret spot. These days, almost every mobile game feels the same. No real exploration, no sense of adventure. That's why we made Magic War Legends, a tactical
Alright.
RPG where you can go literally anywhere. Check this
We
out.
can also
Huge
try this
maps
game
packed with
sometime.
treasures, enemies,
At least
mines,
it has huge
dungeons, and
map.
castles. Every corner of the map is worth
According
exploring.
to the
It's not just about
advertisement.
wandering around too.
It looks a bit like Heroes of Might and Magic again. Alright, why the cartridges are not like play the game. Alright, and now it's limited offer, half price, remove all edits. Yeah. Be cautious with cooling system as it consumes significant energy. Inefficient use can lead to high energy bills eating into your profits. Alright, Mr. Father. We of course need to generate more heat to use the cooling efficiently. There we go. We still want to tap. Alright, and cycle back. Alright, and our worker has put our next miner together, so... And then they just stand and stare at the wall. Very healthy. So, this goes to the machine self and our worker is building the next one. We are big into this crypto, you see. And we of course keep our equipment in our bedroom. We should apparently repair this because it's on fire. There we go. Now it's not on fire. Now nothing is on fire. I hate it when my computer or crypto box catches on fire. Alright, we bought a PC with curved display. Maybe that also produces some crypto. Alright, let's go and see about our worker. Has he put our next miner together? Alright, power. Alright, that's pretty big power bill. Let's lower it a bit with the AD. It gradually is, yes. Baseball or pesäpallo is mostly a summer sport, so it starts towards the spring. Alright, this is one of those games with the hole, where you just try to get things fall into the hole to make it bigger. It also doesn't look quite like these advertisements for real, but whole puzzle, collect master. There are. Alright, and our good worker is putting the miner together, so let's also sell some. Walk 2000 steps in one session. We got some diamonds for that. And we also built 4 ASIC miner. So let's sell some crypto to cover our recent power bills. We are going up here, so and let's get 50% more with the. Apparently that did nothing. Alright, we are in the positive again. And our next miner is done, so let's take it to the shelf. Yeah, the whole game, indeed. I'm sure that there are quite a few things with that concept, because it's also one of the all the game ADs, so the whole game. And we once again, nothing is on fire, so good. Whatever that was. Alright, a bigger shelf, so. Now we have the cooling system here. It's great idea to put your miners next to your bed and cool the room intensively. Looks like a very interesting solution. Alright, let's change game. Also we have now done long enough probably of the crypto miner. So let's close the crypto miner. We did indeed buy miners and get some crypto and needed to improve our house's power supply and cooling, so oh well, let's switch to the main webcam and close this game. It certainly got some good play, and removing the ADs cost just very cheap, 12 euros, and then it came on offer, really. Alright, and then it's time for next game, so. then it's time for next game. So let's see. We did some crypto mining, so let's go for hamster cookie factory. This should be cutesy. At least tested this, and this was ridiculously cutesy. And it's actually horizontal format game, so we get to use our we didn't even apparently start the game we wanted. Alright, let's try again. Let's try again then. Hamster cookie factory, great. Alright. Super Mario Brothers 3, yeah, very indie. Alright, now we do have the cookie game. Alright, let's adjust volume a little. There we go. And let's adjust it a bit more even. There we go. Do you think that would be pretty good sound level? And yes, this is really cute, so let's go for a hamster cookie factory. We just know it's cutesy, and this is actually horizontal. There we go. You're the new administrator, welcome. This is Happy Cookie Factory. Snow says next. The cookies are made from Happy Cookie Factory, can make everyone feel happy. Alright, shall we make some cookies? Are we actually live at all? Apparently we are live. At least to think we are live and will continue. So let's make some cookies. So we need to press at the... Yes, the chat seems to be working. Do we have actual video? And great job! Tap on the machine to start the task. Complete molding machine task 1 time. Alright. Alright, apparently we are successfully live. To think, this is quite confusing. Alright, now we actually have more sane looking view on the chat. Alright, so let's continue. Do think that we are live. Yeah, it looks like we are live successfully. Yep, finally it looks stable, so let's continue. Wow, good job, you're perfect now, that was easy. Shall we finish the order list? Yes. Complete oven machine task 1 time. Yes. And we got a reward. Stage clear. That was quite simplistic. And now we have some bouncy hamster here. Continue to the next stage. No, yes, yes.
3,
Ready.
2, 1, go.
And then we need to make the hamster run, so... There we go. X3 rewards. Continue the next stage. That was intense. Alright, and then we have some advertisement. What we are selling like balls. Alright. Klondike, and then we are actually collecting eggs. Very interesting. The playable advertisements are even more horrible. Alright, and now we have more people collecting the eggs. When can we leave this, like? Have we done enough? Yep, Klondike Adventures. Farm game, sure. Alright, and now we have a new receipt item. Oh, there's a new order list. Thank goodness Canada makes our own. Automate molding machine. We got to click it once. If you want to automate the machine, you'll need a manager. Since you don't have a manager at the moment, let's go look at some managers. Draw premium manager. Why do we need to click at the cookie? It's not doing anything. Sure. It looks like we are not getting any further. Yeah. This seems broken. Alright, no further hamster cookies for us. Apparently it wants us to do something, but it doesn't work, so sure, let's move to the next game, because that's not really working for us. Like, whatever happened to the hamsters. You just click at that and you click more and nothing happens, so apparently no more hamster cookies for us, unfortunately. So let's try next game, because this was confusing. It was very cute, but it also had very little to do, unlike the crypto miner. Next one, please. So let's see what we have available next. Let's try the alcohol factory simulator. That should be of interest to several viewers. Alright, hello there Raven. We are doing really poor or somewhat poor mobile games tonight, so we have done crypto mining one where we bought bigger crypto miners and more power and cooling, and then we tried a hamster cookie factory one where we got stuck like after the first stage because there was something that just didn't work. Not exactly fail. It's munaus. Actually, munat and munaus are different. So close, but not quite the same. So let's then see about the alcohol. Whatever it was, alcohol factory simulator for next high quality mobile game. Hello man, you're lucky. I heard you have become the owner of the small factory. Let me lead you acquaint with an affair. First of all, you need to purchase items that you can find in the shop. Let's meet there. Yes, Mr. Pig. And you already have a drink, so alright. So luck or calculation. Let's visit Wheel of Fortune. Usual wheel, silver wheel, gold wheel. Alright, price, energy, quantity, 22 pieces. Let's put the audio level a bit lower and spin again. You win water 1 pieces. Let's go to the normal shop because we can't anyway spin it all the time. So shop. Step 2 of 10. Juice is the cornerstone of almost all alcoholic beverages. But first it needs to be squeezed. To squeeze. to squeeze. Alright, that sounds kind of questionable. Questionable name. Buy apples and go squeezing workshop. Yes. Now you sure you want to buy apples? We would like to buy more also because we have like 200 money, so let's buy 10 apples. Yes. How do we go squeezing workshop? Workshop squeezing. In each workshop you can find many choosers. The more of them you have, the faster your plant will be able to work. I advise you to immediately buy another choosers, but the final decision rests with you. Hello there, Jacks. We are playing Alcohol Factory Simulator that has apparently been translated from Chinese or something a bit poorly. Device Super Chooser 200. Premium device empty. Buy. By tapping agree you consent to the immediate performance of contract and acknowledge that accept services. Alright, we are not buying an actual one, so improve this. After improvement, device performance will be 75 liters per hour. We can't even improve it, so select device. Let's use this. If you have correctly followed my instructions, you have already have the apple in your storage. Put it in the juicer and click start. As soon as the juice will be ready, let's meet in the bottling workshop. What? No distillation, no barrel. Like what? You squeeze the apple and bottle it. That's not alcohol. Really. Workshop squeezing. We have 10 apples. Where do we put the apple? Alright. Turn it on. Are you sure you want to run Super Chooser 200? It will work 20 seconds, it will cost 0 energy. Alright. This isn't the fastest thing ever. It takes a lot though. Alright, there we go. And it has a picture of apple juice carton. Collect a drink. Your drink is ready. Really. 0 years. It looks like normal apple juice. Alright, we have 9 apples remaining. $20 per apple. So let's make some juice. Really. This isn't most well thought out game ever. Alright, next one is done. And more apple. This is weirdest looking chooser that I've ever seen. It has no apple in it, it has just green flute. Really. Alright, let's do a couple more and then probably we have spent enough time running the chooser. Like, yes, it takes 20 seconds every time accelerating, it uses energy, but because you think we need energy also for other things, we are certainly not accelerating this. Like, really, because most probably we need energy to make any drinks proper, so again 3 stars, and then 1 more apple, then we have 5 cartons of apple juice, or it's called a juice apple, really, but yes, we then get apple juice, and then we go to the bottling workshop directly. Like, what? It doesn't suddenly by just choosing the apples become any kind of drink. Alright. Good. And now we can go to the workshop bottling. Super bottling line 200. If you have prepared a juice and now it's time to earn money. To do this, place the juice in the filling machine. Do not forget about the packaging. If it should be a cheap drink, use cheap packaging. Otherwise you will lose money. Alright, how much do each of these cost? It doesn't even tell. Let's use the medium one. Are you sure you want to run Super Bottling Line 200? Alright. Alright, there's our first package. There's our second package. And it earns us 1 coin. Really. And we are not even making alcohol. It's like juice apple. Really. This is kind of questionable or quality-wise the whole game, and then we earn for all that waiting, we earn 1 coin per carton. Really. Your drink is sold. Income 6 coins. Does it affect the situation if we put it in a better bottle? Like nice green bottle for apple juice. Like really, it's still one. This isn't really even worth the time. This is probably worst game this far because this makes no sense whatsoever. Alright, income 6 coins. Now you know how to make money, but it's just the beginning. As many as 3 workshops are not available for you. Keep calm, bottle drinks, and we'll meet again at the 5 level. How does one get 5 level? Because we have no like, just personal account button tells. Player statistic, you're level 1. Drinks cooked 1 pieces, sold 2 pieces. For next level you need. Alright, we also have to pay for raise level. Really have to say that this game doesn't really have much going for it. Workshop, whatever, mixing, distillation and age. Do not think this will be getting that much further interesting. So all things considered, do think we are done with that game. It was quite uninteresting. Like really. Most of the time is taken choosing the apples, and then you get exactly one coin per bottle, no matter which bottles you use, and then you would have to unlock by getting 5 levels the next thing. That just isn't very engaging, how to say. Probably the worst game because it has nothing interesting going on, really. That was not a success. The hamster bakery cookie thing may have been better, but we didn't get it to work long enough. So let's try next. We have tried the alcohol factory. Let's go for mining life simulator. Wouldn't anyone want to have mining life? Like really, I'm a miner, I have mining life. Here we go, mining life simulator, beta version. Do not think it has ever gotten updated further, so let's set volume also here. There we go, and let's see. Mining life simulator. Alright, we have done now about 1.5 hours, so and what time it is. Alright, let's do at least 2 hours or a bit more depending. We'll still try at least one game after this, would say so. So mining life simulator. Settings. Sound on, music on, language English, not very many settings. Play. Really, that's really small. Greetings from the developer. The game is currently in alpha. It said beta. So there is not much content at the moment. A major update is coming very soon with new mines, items, crafting and enemies, and this and NPS will give you quests and progress through the story. If you like idea of the game, then I will be glad to see a good video in the player market to know that you are waiting for update with new content. How to play the game. Everything is very simple. Go left along the track to the mine and dig for resources, but keep in mind that the game is hardcore, so the enemies in the mine can kill you in a couple of hits. Sounds promising. At the base you can smelt ore, do research, craft and upgrade your equipment. Over time the game will implement the defense of your base from enemies, farming as well as other interesting things that will make the gameplay more diverse and interesting. Why is the game so difficult? This is not a game style where you play as an almost immortal hero who mindlessly chops all the enemies in half and they can only tremble from your big cannon. In this game, even animate stones can knock you out in 2 seconds. Here you need intelligence and cunning, not brute force. In fact, if you learn to read the behavior patterns of enemies, you can handle them with ease. I'm sure you can do it. Yeah, the game maker has a bit of superiority complex. Alright, so we are in the mine. So how do we mine? There's like an arrow pointing here. And mine. Possible loot copper or iron or yellow crystal. Difficulty normal. Loot X1. Upper death 50% of the extracted resources are lost. Start. Exit closed. Cheap viewers, yeah. They only message once because they do not really have much other functionality. Alright, exit closed. So where do we go? Can we mine now? Yes. The user experience is quite poor because you have to first why did we die? Let's dig in another direction. This is really confusing. Alright. Alright, there's like water. Is this stone better or something? Alright, we got one something. Alright, there's some kind of really. Yeah, this game is hard without 2 fingers and there's only 1 mouse, and this is ridiculously difficult. You only see the opponent and then you die. Let's try one time more and then this isn't worth like the effort really. This is absolutely uninteresting. No wonder they said it's in early alpha. Let's dig here. The hammer allows us to build turret or barricade. So what if we build turret? Apparently it has to be deep dark area. Now we can build a turret. But if we build turret there. Alright. Now we have turret, so if we dig like this. There we go. Alright. And then rocks suddenly appear. What? Why? Really, is this even possible to dig? Interesting. If we build a turret there, does it shoot at the... Now we can exit, but we haven't really gotten any resources. Yeah. To think that it collapses, but it collapsed really quickly when you compare to the earlier collapse. Let's keep going. I'm still not quite done with this masterpiece. So let's dig this way. All right. All right. What if we put let's dig another and put turret there. There we go. Then we keep digging. How do we know whether it's... Alright, now we... Yeah, it was really useful because it collapsed so fast. Alright, let's dig these because I do think we get some kind of reward from these. One. And the exit is also opening in a moment. What if we dig here? Why it didn't collapse now? Part of it again collapsed. But it does show the skull shortly. Alright. Exit is closed, will open in. Alright, we got some kind of... Exit is open. Let's go because we have some kind of opponent. Can we get the opponent away from X? Yes. Alright. Did we actually get any resources? Unsure. We got like 1 and 1. Building bench. We can build a carpet or a throne. Crafting bench. This isn't very here. And here we have the furnace. Smelt iron. We do have 3 iron, so we got 3 iron because we actually succeeded running out for one. Alright, really give a positive review for developer to work on this. Have to say that do not really want the developer to work on this. They should make something else. This just isn't very interesting despite having nice 2D graphics. Do not think we'll do this game more because it just isn't very fun. You just die very easily in the mine and it's linear, like you dig just corners off. To think we are done also with this game, it just isn't very interesting. It's difficult. It's actually very, very difficult. But it isn't really, especially the collapse is like, why it collapses suddenly? It's like mostly random. And then it suddenly collapses, so no. Let's try another one. But the games as such work pretty well. Do wonder when this game actually came out. Has it been developed for? Updated on July 25th, 2023. Do not think that is ever getting out of beta or alpha or whatever. Oh well. Alright. Let's play next. Berry Factory Tycoon. So how does one make berries in a factory? Let's see. This should be vertical. Let's see if this works. It worked before. Alright, Pierre, you have done 3 stream streak. congratulations also on that. This worked earlier. Interesting. Alright, there we go. Great. Alright, so this looks playable now, at least if it finishes loading. The arrow stopped spinning without any specific effect. Alright, the loading time is massive, considering we are running on a full-fledged workstation computer and not a phone. Welcome to Berry Factory. You are looking fabulous, miss. Here you can show your talent in creating delicious jelly desserts and become a real tycoon. Alright, jelly desserts. Yeah, no crash. My name is Francine. I will teach you all secrets of brilliant management. Here we go. Eager to begin? Let's get started. Hire 3 pickers to pick berries. Alright, hire. Great, let's wait for the first harvest. Berries are our everything. Alright, they are. And here is the harvest. It's time to buy truck. Alright, here the truck comes. Alright, very high tech. The boxes of berries are moved by a crane. Alright, and now the truck drives to the berry factory, unpacking. Like really, couldn't you transfer them directly? The distance linearly is like very short. Mecha blender is already ready for the production of the first capsule with syrup. Let's take a look. Alright, that's apparently. The first capsule with syrup is ready. Congratulations, we got first profit. Finished capsules with syrup are sent to the sorting compartment for distribution to the storage. We will need more money for colossal success. Let's improve the mecha blender. How much do we need to improve it? Because we have to also wait that we get more money. Alright, and then we need more money, apparently. Alright, we got a reward. Can we hire more pickers? We hired waterers. Yeah, they are watering them, so hopefully more grow. You're doing great. Think these promotions coupons will be useful for you. Another investor just came to us. VIP investor. Alright, and it probably costs real money to get the VIP investor. Fine profit is made. Use promotional coupons to receive rewards without viewing ADs. There are always some in store. Our drivers are prone to shirking, yeah. Who's this? Who of the viewers is this? Sleeping in the truck and shall be checked frequently. Let's do this. Alright, now they have to work. Really good drivers. Alright, another reward. We can't just stop at the syrup. We need new stages production to increase revenue. It's time to build a high-class jelly thickener. Alright, let's have a jelly thickener. This looks quite high-tech in general. Jelly thickener number 1. Pumps syrup, thickens and shapes jelly bars. Alright. There we go. And then we can immediately improve it. Alright. So now it's been improved and we can get reward. We can also use that to improve it. Alright. And now we have jelly going into the jelly thickener. Hopefully it gets thick. And then we probably need to get more trucks also at some point. Promotional coupons manager, no. Is this even functional? Yeah, they are apparently spraying some jelly. Hopefully it gets thick. Ah, nice, nice. Good to hear, Jax. Look at this felon, let's get him back to work. Again sleeping on the job. Really? Alright, we are growing new berries gradually. We trained the berry because hopefully that improves efficiency. VIP investors. Alright, more money. Let's improve our mecha blender. Alright. Alright, now it's probably really mega. Mega improvements, like we used all the money on improving Mega Blender number 1. We rose to success and now can take large orders, much more profit rather than raw production. Order 1. Waiting for another order to be completed. Alright, so they take the thing out with forklift in the big truck. Alright, and that's done. Well, it's time for you to start headhunt your own dream team. Look, a nice CV here. Alright, Blender Manager. Manager, make up Blender number 1. Alright. Now we have Blender Manager hired.
Those fake ads really drive you
Alright,
mad.
we
The
have
game
currently
looks
got
so fun in the ads,
also
but when you
some AD
download
or
it, it's
something,
totally different
but it's
game.
not
That's
showing
crazy,
video, we are
right?
just
But today,
hearing
I
the
finally found a game
audio.
that is exactly the same as it's shown in the ads. It's challenging and interesting. Don't you believe me? Alright, let me show you. I'm going to save this family. Oh, wrong move. Oh no, too little money. I will help
Alright,
this girl.
so
This
we are
puzzle
just
is easy.
hearing the audio.
Oh no, I made a
That's really
mistake.
practical.
I will fix that.
We do
Oops,
get
I'm
the
in too much of a
download
hurry.
link
This is
for
a failure.
Homescape
New
all the
minigame.
time.
New chance. Show your intelligence. Open locked doors.
Well designed, because
Help
it
to
doesn't
restore
show
justice.
anything.
Don't let them freeze.
Oh.
Save them from thirst. It really takes some wisdom to pull this off. Come and
That's
challenge together
interesting.
with me.
Homescapes.
We are
Choose
just
the next
getting
level.
audio, so alright, and then we can like... Ah, great! Mr. Fox is doing upgrades. So, then we would like to add a door, and this is like the classical that... Can you do this? Alright. We should get it there, so we need to of course remove all of these. That's kind of like probably dumbest puzzle ever. And then you have door. They should probably get a bigger jar. And now we can have like real door. Alright. And then we can have wall maybe. Alright. This doesn't either look terribly difficult. We just need to remove all that are on the way. Down there. This is one of the game advertisements that always shown like add things to the house. At least this works, unlike the previous one that were just videos. Now we can add some brick. There we go. Alright, and then we can also add... To wonder why they appear so miserable. Much of the house looks very good now. So we can also add a chair. Now we got the download advertisement only. Yeah, apparently we can't add anything else without downloading the game that doesn't actually look like this. So now we can close this and continue with the choose business. And still download link. This has really obnoxious behavior. Now we get the cross there. Yes. And we have more orders. Sure. We can do 3 of those. And driver is sleeping again. Please do not slack on the job. And we have money, so we can probably hire more pickers. 5k, sure. And let's also train them, sure. So we have more pickers. Alright, can we upgrade the thickener again? Alright, let's keep upgrading. Alright, thickener has been upgraded a bit, so how's our order doing? Our order is done, so until new orders 117 seconds. Alright. So and we are picking berries with speed. Would be good to have another draft. Who sleeps here? Alright. Alright, let's see, can we get another truck? Upgrade by more. There are a lot of items also. We can hire transportation managers. We can upgrade berry storage. We can also upgrade capsule storage. And we can hire manager for drivers, alright. Can we improve the mecha blender again? Yes. Let's improve the maximum, there we go. Reward was 1k, so let's keep improving. Alright, it's quite expensive now to improve further. And our driver is again sleeping as usual. Alright. We anyway have excess of berries here. So we can now again take order. And our driver is again sleeping, the truck driver this time. So that's important to get the order out. Alright. We have done that order. This is quite repetitive now. Then we just, alright, and we have big investor here.
I told you long ago on the road, I got what they waiting for. I told you long ago on the
This
road.
is interesting because it doesn't again show the video, so do you think that was enough of that game because it doesn't show the video, so it's very interesting with the advertisements really. Alright, let's do one more game tonight. So how has chat enjoyed the very interesting mobile games? So, which has been chat's favorite this far as we go with the games? We have had Crypto Miner and we have had more or less non-working hamster. The Bitcoin one, yeah, it was easily the best. It was also quite consistent, even if you tried all the time to get the player to pay for like not having to push the bicycle by hand. But it was most consistent. The berry thing was not very interesting because it was like only upgrade your Mega Blender. The Alcohol Factory one was almost a scam. It was so uninteresting. The one with the mining was very early because it wasn't very playable even, and it was poor to play it, only one mouse. So yeah, the Bitcoin one has been the best one, to agree quite easily. One more, and we do have Industrialist 3D or Metropolis Tycoon mining game. This was like very 1920s kind of like would say like diesel punk-ish. So let's try one of these. Let's try Industrialist 3D this time. That was more like modern business people, and it also worked. So yes, lots of mining games because it was the theme today. Mining and production. And here we go, next game, one more game tonight, so Industrialist 3D, it even looks quite old, like mid-90s or something. It looks promisingly retro. Indeed. Also the loading times are quite. Here we go. Welcome, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm the head engineer and I'm here to help you manage production. The previous management bankrupted the factory, but we still have some money left in our account. How is that compatible with having gone bankrupt? What? It should be enough to relaunch production. Why did they go bankrupt then? Let's do it. Order specification. Alright, motor shaft. Machine installation. Choose the machine for production. Congratulations, production has been launched. Just a little more and you'll earn your first profit. You reached next level, now available. Alright, we have more different looking, quite traditional looking men. Continue, then we can double with video. Let's try the video. It does nothing. Alright. Consent to use your personal data for manage options. Alright, we have personal data consent, so let's push all of the legitimate interest even off. Like data consent only once in game. Usually this comes earlier. Confirm selection. Now let's see what advertisement we get. It's part of the game. Merch Mansion, alright, yeah, this has the angry grandmother. Ah, no, this isn't the angry one, you actually. And then you merge things to get more plants, yay. And now it grew nicely. There was another one where the grandmother was like really angry, but this appears to be nicer. And then we can also try ourselves. Playable ADs, yes. Alright. Big merging. Alright, then it exploded into again like loading window. Alright, and did we get any double? Yes, 4,000. So who are these? Hire employee, expert. Alright, wait, 10 coins per day. He looks quite expert with the nasty green vest. Nice. And experienced serviceman. Nice orange overalls. Experienced worker. Alright. And by machine, STMV, milling machine, required worker, young specialist. Durability, 42 hours. Would you also buy machinery with durability of 42 hours? We did not receive a large reward for the first order because most of the products were defective. Alright, we are really in the business. In order to lower defect rate, we'll need to boost employees' motivation. Let's do it. Defect rate 30%, that's awful. Available orders 3 out of 4, available machine upgrades. Staff party. Alright, here we go. Art event, sport event, medical insurance. Alright. Staff party. Fantastic. Now the employees will produce fewer defects and profit from order will grow. Staff party. Somehow would think that would increase defect rate. Like everyone drinks at the staff party and then they have Monday or Friday effect. Congratulations, you can now accept new orders and develop your factory on your own. A few more customers have reached out to us, open order list to see what we need before we can launch production. Launch production of steel bolt aluminum radiator cranksaw. We already have these. Start. Participation in exhibition, advertising in the media, outdoor advertising, internet advertising. Great, more orders are available now. Let us start production. Speed up the completion of any order. 3 times large production of aluminum radiator. Alright, this requires the milling machine. It requires an expert and it requires materials. Let's produce those on this machine. Launch production of cranksaw. Alright, we need more machines. Can we put these like in a row, the milling machine? Alright, and now we are in the cranksaw business. Relaunch production of steel bolt. That was also rewarded. Brass sleeve. We need even more machines for that, but we have money. Surgery simulator is also fun. Yep, there are quite a few games. Let's put machine here. Three machines. This is really demanding. Alright, and we need also one milling machine. Let's put it here in the corner. And we need more men and we need some brass. Alright. Aluminum radiator. We need more aluminium. Alright. Each machine has 3 parameters you can improve: efficiency, reliability, and durability. So let's see how our So, decrease the possibility of breakdown and increase the time of work without overhaul. As an example, let us increase efficiency of one of the machines. Press on the highlighted machine. Efficiency upgrade level 1. Great, we have improved efficiency of the machine. Orders will be completed more quickly with this machine. Notice that the quality of available upgrade depends on the technology level. Let us open the factory control panel and improve this parameter. Nanotechnologies, that's quite advanced. Software research, electronics research and mechanics research. Great, we raised level of technology. More machine upgrades are available now. Relaunch production of crankshaft. So we were missing just some steel. Collect profit 5 times, we have collected 4. Speed of completion of any order 3 times. We need more steel. We need more aluminium. And we need more pretty much everything. Camshaft. Alright, we can also make some camshaft with even longer machine. Carriage wheel set, alright. More of these apparently. Alright, we have new machine available. STMH. Alright, different milling machine. Alright, now we are also producing wheel sets. Alright, and even more. Even more items. Collect profit 10 times. More steel. More brass. Aluminium rod. And even more machines are needed. Alright, aluminium rod requires a lot of machinery clearly. And also a milling machine, operator. Alright. More aluminium. Oil pipeline plant. Alright. Drilling coil plant, and it requires a lot of machines, so let's not start on that quite yet. Alright, this looks quite like we are getting to the more repetitive part here, that is mostly mostly it's now about getting more and more workers and machines for similar orders. But this game is also quite well made. This is probably at least second best game because 8 is actually works. B, this is quite nice to actually play. Let's claim more profit. Or the more steel. Or the more steel. Alright, let's start producing also these, so more big machines. Not enough funds for this action. Alright, we are like 3000 short, so. And no, we are certainly not buying anything. How does one even get out of this? If you close the window, it will disappear. Works for me. How do we get out of this? This hasn't apparently been thought about. What if we try to buy one and then disagree? It just returns here. They have not apparently considered how to get out of these. There are some issues with the overall because it's practically like simulated phone and apparently sometimes they haven't really tested the and you can only set a tap control, so you do not have the Android style back button or anything to get out, so I think that this is actually impossible, so and we are pretty well also time wise done, so that was actually good game as far as it has the design issue that it doesn't quite work correctly on this. Because we would need a way to push the Android style back button to believe. So, those were interesting certainly. So, first of all, thank you all for joining and we will soon see who's doing what and who we will raid. That was very interesting with the more or less well thought out mobile games, and we will do more streaming tomorrow. Hope you all enjoyed the skulldog time, and of course let's see who's doing what next and then see about who we will raid. Thank you. Hopefully you all enjoyed the odd mobile games. And we will do this now and then more episodes of the cheap shots at game making series. So let's see who's doing what. Alright. Sats is playing God of War Ragnarok. Raider Victor is playing Minecraft. It's always good to actually raid them because they are not very big. They are just finishing, so oh well, that was that. what chats up to. We could do chats. It's been a while with him. Yeah, chats is still playing, so let's go for them because Raider Victor just stopped. So what can you do? So let's go for chat and we'll see tomorrow. Ah, thank you, Kisu. And we will have more usual games and maybe a bit better games tomorrow. And thank you all for joining. See you later and have a good evening.